từ quý phụ huynh. Good morning, my dear young friends. It's nice to see you today again. How did you sleep last night? Thumbs up if you slept well last night. Awesome. By the show of hands, how many of us, by the second day today, you feel at home in this retreat? You feel at home, like you feel like you're happy, like it's fun. Well, then I want to offer to you a song that will help you to feel more at home, okay? It's a very easy song to sing, and there's not many words to remember, so it's fairly easy. Okay, can everybody repeat after me? I've traveled a day.
I traveled a day.
I've traveled a year.
I traveled a year.
I've traveled a lifetime.
I traveled a lifetime
To find my way home.
to find my way home.
All right, it's easy to remember, right? Firstly, a day, and then longer than a day is a year, and longer than a year is a lifetime. To find my way home. And then the next verse is, home is where the heart is.
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 And where's the heart? And my heart is right
Here.
Good job. Give yourself a round of applause. One more time. I've traveled a day.
Traveled a day.
I've traveled a year.
I traveled a year.
I traveled a lifetime
I traveled a lifetime
to find my way home.
to find my way home.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is.
And you say that 3 times. And then the last line is, and my heart is right here. Okay, so I'm going to sing the melody, and you sing after me, okay? I've traveled a day.
I traveled a day.
I've traveled a year.
I traveled a year.
I've traveled a lifetime
I traveled a lifetime
to find my way home.
to find my way home.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is where
Home is where the heart is, and my heart is right here.
home.
And my heart is right here. One more
My
time.
heart right here.
Okay, one more time. I've traveled a day.
I traveled a day.
I've traveled a year.
I traveled a year.
I've traveled a lifetime
I traveled a lifetime
to find my way home.
to find my way home.
Home is where the heart is.
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 Home is where the the heart is.
Home is where the heart is.
And my heart is right here.
And my heart is right here.
Okay, now let's try piecing everything together. You think we can do it?
Yes.
Give me a round of applause if you think that we can do it. Rồi, thử lại ha. I've traveled a day, I've traveled a year, I've traveled a lifetime to find my way home. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is right here. Okay, let's do this now. Let's do, you know how we say home is where the heart is 3 times? So we'll split into 3 different groups, okay? So all of the older brothers and sisters that are sitting from here on, you guys are one group. And you guys say the first home is where the heart is. Actually, maybe we can start from... Yeah, actually, let's have all the brothers and sisters that are volunteering. So if you're a volunteering brother or sister with an orange lanyard, and we Su as well, we Su need you to help us sing. So if you're wearing an orange lanyard, then you say the first home is where the heart is, and then we have all the boys say the second home is where the heart is. And then we have all the girls say the third home is where the heart is. And then everybody says, and my heart is right here. Okay, let's try. So older brothers and sisters who are volunteering, and then the boys, and then the girls, and then all of us together. Okay? Right. I've traveled a day, I've traveled a year, I've traveled a lifetime to find my way home.
Home is where the heart is.
And then now the boys. And then the girls. All together, and my heart is right here. Okay, again, until we can get it to sound a little bit more strong and youthful. Okay, ready? I traveled a day, I traveled a year, I traveled a lifetime to find my way home.
I'm not speaking loud enough.
Heart is.
Boys, girls, everyone, and my heart is right here. Okay, now everybody offer your voice, okay? So it doesn't matter what it doesn't matter if we're good at singing, we're not good at singing, it doesn't matter. We add to the collective energy, okay? So I hope that everyone sings. One more time, one last time. I traveled a day, I traveled a year. Louder. I traveled a lifetime to find my way home.
Home is where my heart is.
Girls,
Home is where the heart is.
boys,
Home is where
The heart is.
everyone, and my heart is right here. Okay, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for helping me out. So if you didn't feel at home yet by today, I'll tell you the secret, the key, okay? The key is to open up your heart. If you have a garden and you want the seeds in that garden to sprout, you want the flowers in that garden to grow, then you have to allow the rain to water the soil, right? To water the seeds, to water the flowers. So then those seedlings, those sprouts, those flowers have the chance to grow. So if you want to be able to feel at home, first we have to open up our hearts and allow ourselves to receive the love, the kindness, allow ourselves to enjoy each moment, to take each moment as it is, to take each activity as it is, and try our best to open up our heart to new experiences, to open up our heart to try to enjoy it, and to find a way to learn how to enjoy it. Maybe you're not used to Nimphak. Maybe it's your first time, and you've never recited the Buddha's name before. But if you put a plastic tarp over your garden, then no matter how much rain comes down on the garden, the soil, the seeds, the flowers don't even have the chance to be watered, right? So we have to remove that covering. Remove that covering, take it off. Allow the garden of your heart to open. And when the garden of your heart opens, then you can receive the love, receive the care, receive all of the lessons, the fun activities, receive the beautiful scenery of the temple, receive a smile of a friend, a kind glance. Opening up our heart allows us to take in, to receive new experiences. Okay? So if you're still feeling not so much at home, you remember the song says, you traveled a day. Yesterday we traveled for a whole day. And if we're not able to find out that our home is in our heart, then we could even travel for a year. We could even be searching for a lifetime to try to find our way home. And in the end, we realize that home is actually where the heart is, where your heart is able to be receptive, to be able to connect. To be able to connect, it needs to be open, right? To be able to take in the rain, take in the sunshine, to be able to allow the seeds of compassion, of love, of respect in you to sprout, or allow the flowers, the happy things inside of your garden to be able to bloom. You have to open up your heart to receive it. And in the end, you realize that no matter how much we find our way to get back home, how long we try to find our way to get back home, in the end, home is where we feel safe and we feel happy, or we're happy with what we have. And when you're happy with what you have, you know how to make the best of every given moment and situation, then that gives you a very satisfied feeling. And that satisfied feeling, that kind of comfort, can help you to feel at home. So remember to open up your heart today, okay? And each time we recite the Buddha's name, for those of us who practice reciting the Buddha's name, when we're basked in the light, when we're embraced in the light of the Buddha, and when our heart is able to connect with the Buddha, we already feel at home, right? Whenever you're in the protection of your mother's love, you feel at home. And it's the same thing when you recite the Buddha's name and we're in the light of the Buddha, we already feel like the Buddha is embracing us. We are already at home. This is the house of the Buddha. And we are the Buddha's children. And the Buddha's compassion is always embracing all of us. You know, without the Buddha's compassion, without Subha's compassion, without Sư Thầy Yam Vien's compassion, and all of the love and compassion that we Sư Thầy here, and the elder brothers and sisters, the volunteers, your mom and your dad, this wouldn't be possible, and you wouldn't be able to be here. So today, each time when you enjoy something tasty at lunch, maybe it's deep fried tofu, maybe it's French fries, each time something happy happens in the day, you can be thankful, you can be grateful that all of those experiences connected together in some way to help you And all those experiences continue to give you love, continue to offer you support. And if you can do that, then you feel at home. A heart that is at home, a heart that is happy, is a heart that is grateful. Okay? So I invite you, that is your invitation for today, to open up the heart and allow yourself to feel at home. So before we do, Thầy Viên Trung is going to lead you guys in some, So we will maybe we do. Thầy Viên Trung will lead the older group in a special activity downstairs. I think according to Sư Thầy, Thầy Viên Trung will lead the older group later. So I will teach you guys a verse, okay? Do you guys remember the 3 refuges? Okay, we're going to try to learn the melody for the 3 refuges, okay? I take refuge in the Buddha. Can everybody repeat after me? I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha,
The one who shows me the way in this life.
the one who shows me the way in this life.
And this is how the melody goes. I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha,
The one who shows me the way in this life.
the one who shows me the way in this life.
And the second one is I take refuge in the Dharma,
I
Take refuge in the Dharma,
the way of understanding and love.
the way of understanding and of love.
I take refuge in the Dharma,
I take refuge in the Dharma,
the way of understanding and of love.
the way of understanding and of love.
Third one, I take refuge in the Sangha,
I take refuge in the Sangha,
the community that lives in harmony and awareness.
the community that lives in harmony and awareness.
I take refuge in the Sangha,
I take refuge in the Sangha,
the community that lives in harmony and awareness. The community that lives in harmony and awareness. Yes. So the melody is a bit difficult. That's why I didn't want to teach it just yet. But during the chanting, I will chant it, and you guys can chant along because it's easy to follow along to the melody, but maybe it's a bit more difficult to learn. However, if you pay attention during chanting, you'll be able to get it in no time. Okay. How about we sing that song one more time? Okay, one last time as an offering to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, as an offering for Amitabha Buddha and his light of compassion, always embracing us when we recite his name. Gratitude to Sư Bà, Tọa Chủ, gratitude to Sư Thầy Giám Viện, gratitude to all the quý Sư Thầy that are taking care of you today. Gratitude for your mom and your dad who have brought you here. Gratitude for all the things that have happened yesterday. And gratitude for all of your older brothers and sisters who are volunteering and taking care of you guys. And gratitude to your friends who are here to play with you, to enjoy the day with you. And also gratitude, you can be grateful for yourself because you've done a good job so far. And I'm sure that you've learned more than a few things. Okay? So one more time. Again, how it goes is the brothers and sisters, the older brothers and sisters, you guys can join us in saying home is where the heart is the first time. Then the boys will go home is where the heart is the second time. The girls will go home is where the heart is the third time. I think of the 3 times, I think the girls did it the best. Yeah. So let's see if we can really offer our best, okay, boys? Let's really give it a try. And then in the end, we all say, and my heart is right here, okay? Ready? Ready? I traveled a day, I've traveled a year, I've traveled a lifetime to find my way home.
Home is where the heart is.
Boys,
Where the heart is.
girls,
Home is where the heart is.
and my heart is right here. Yeah, I should hear everyone at the end, okay? Everyone should be singing it at the end. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can do a better job, okay, boys? I heard some beautiful voices when the boys were singing. One more time. Let's give it our best, okay? Remember, this is an offering to the 3 jewels. Give it your best. Ready? Ba. I traveled a day, I traveled a year, I traveled a lifetime to find my way home.
Home is where the heart is.
Boys,
Home is where the heart is.
girls,
Home is where the heart
everyone.
is.
The heart is.
Is right here.
Wow, good job, everyone. Hay quá. I don't see where sư thầy giám viện is. Okay, I think that was pretty good, but now let's make it a competition. Let's make it a competition, okay? Not to be competitive, but just for fun. Not for. All right. So our older brothers and sisters, I think that last time when we sang, I think we lost because I know that we're outnumbered, but I believe we're pretty powerful as well. Being able to go through a whole day yesterday, I think we're very, very. We're warriors, so let's give it a little bit more power there. Okay, so the older brothers and sisters, then the boys, then the girls, and everyone together. And when everyone sings it together, it should be the loudest of all. Okay. Hi, ba. I traveled a day, I traveled a year, I traveled a lifetime to find my way home.
Home is where the heart is.
Boys, girls,
Home is where the heart
everyone.
is. And the heart is right here.
I think the girls won again. Okay.